Hi everybody, going to do a new video. Sorry I haven't done one for a while. I've been a bit busy, but lots of cool new things to show you. At the moment, in the background, I don't know if you can hear it, I've got the soundtrack to Dredd by Paul Leonard Morgan, and I got this the other day. I went to the record store and the guy was playing, because I've got the movie. I'm a big Judge Dredd fan, and he was playing on his stereo on vinyl in the shop, and it just sounded incredible. So I've had to get it. And I've been playing it non-stop. Really enjoying it. It's got a kind of, I suppose, a kind of Nine Inch Nails type quality to it, actually. I feel like that sort of thing. Maybe a slightly with teeth kind of vibe about it. Very fuzzy electronics and things like that. With proper drums though, which gives it a nice fat sound. So thoroughly recommend that. Really good. Really nice thing as well. The artwork's nice for it. It comes with a nice booklet and stuff. So definitely enjoyed that. Very cool. As well, I've picked up today. I got a copy of Tour de France soundtracks by Kraftwerk, which is the last Kraftwerk LP I needed to get. I realised I hadn't bought it, and the guy managed to get me an unopened 2009 Mute reissue of it. This is one of the ones Mute Records had the rights to the Kraftwerk albums for re-releases. So this is a Mute one, 2009. So I got it unopened. This is no end by, I would say this is not Kraftwerk's best work at all, but I think I'm one of those people who would say I think there's no such thing as a bad Kraftwerk album. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I get the thing I'd say about it is the first side's a little bit. It just seems a little bit lazy. The Tour de France parts 1, 2, and 3 on the first 3 tracks they're just a little bit. They seem a little bit slow, a little bit lazy. Like they've just kind of switched the sequences on and gone for a cup of tea, you know. But say like after that bit finishes, it comes alive on the second side. All the tracks on there are great, like Vitamin and Chrono and Electrocardiogram's a good song. And like I said, like the rest of the Kraftwerk albums, it's got a really good, strong concept behind it that sort of links all the tracks together, which is nice. I think this is probably the only album I can think of that's the only concept album about cycling. I think there probably is, and there's never been made, but there you go. I gather Ralph Utter and Florian Schneider got rather obsessed with cycling. I've read that a few times about them. Well, they had to have been to release a whole album about the Tour de France. So let's say it's still a very good album. It does sound, it's nice. It's one of the most recent thing Kraftwerk did is 2003, and it did still have Ralph Utter and Florian Schneider, the original founding members, still in the group. Obviously one of them's left now, but so it did still have the original 2 guys, and it's sort of a nice thing. It's sort of got the nice Kraftwerk melodies and things, but with a bit more of an updated modern sound to it. So it was released in 2003 originally. That's 2009 Mute reissue of it. Oh, really nice. Got that in a nice cover to keep it nice. I've been getting a lot of reissues on Wah Records at the moment. Wah is a Spanish record company shop, and they reissue lots of really cool krautrock stuff. So if you're interested in krautrock stuff, Wah have done some really nice reissues last year that you can get instead of having to fork out hundreds of pounds for an original copy. And this was a nice one I got, the first Amon Düül album. And this is Amon Düül, not Amon Düül II. They sort of split off into another, there was a sort of splinter group of them. And this is Paradise Loves Duul, which is, like I said, their first album. And this is really good. There's nothing like anything like this at all. It's really strange. It's not quite as acidy as the Amon Düül II stuff. Like the Amon Düül II are very acidy electric guitar stuff, and this is all sort of acoustical stuff. It's got a really, I don't know, it's sort of not bluesy sounding, because it doesn't at all. It doesn't sound anything like it. really, but I can really find it hard to describe. There's nothing like it. Listen to it. It's really, really odd. I can't get it off my table at the moment. It's really, really good. And these wah-wah reissues are fantastic as well. I really rate them. Really good, high quality reissues. They're really good, really accurate copies, I think. Oh, this one, interesting thing about this release, there was a 7-inch release, an Amon Düül release, and they put this onto this, because this only had 2 tracks originally, and they've put the 7 inches on one side and one on the other side, and it works really well. It doesn't affect the play order, like, you know what I mean? It flows perfectly and makes a really good listen, so you don't really notice. I mean, that is excellent. Yeah, definitely get that. It's got lovely artwork as well. I really like the artwork, but so that's very expensive for an original one. If you can get hold of one of these wah-wah ones, I'd get them now, because I think they're going to be disappearing quite quickly. This one's starting to vanish already, so snap one of these up if you're interested. They did lots of other good stuff, wah-wah, as well. They've done all the Popol Vuh albums as well. I'm going to do another video in a few days about the Popol Vuh as well. I've got a load of Popol Vuh reissues to show you as well. So, well, we'll add the Amon Düül one. I also got this from the Junk Shop, which is a really cool find for a junk shop. Wolf City, which is Amon Düül II's 4th album, I think. I can never remember what year this one was. 1976, possibly. I can't remember. This is on the United First. This is an original UK pressing on United Artists. This album's a lot shorter than a lot of Amon Düül's albums. Amon Düül's tend to do sort of big, long double albums, like what was the Yeti? Yeah, that's a good one, but it's very, very long. This one's very short, quite short and concise. The songs are quite short, and it is only 1 LP. Which is a bit different from Amon Düül. But having said that, I think it's one of their better ones. I think it's sort of nicely condensed. Obviously, you know what I mean. It filtered out a lot of the waffle, and it's just left all the good stuff in. There's weird electronics making some appearances on, and there's some of the songs are in English and things like this. So. I think they were trying to sell more records in the UK at the time, I think, but I think it's affects the quality of the music. I think it's still one of their best ones, definitely. And that's got really, really cool sleeve as well. I like the inside artwork's quite cool. I don't know who it's by. It looks kind of like Terry Gilliam-y slightly, Monty Python-y or something. Who's it by? Ingo Truer. I've never heard of him, but yeah, very cool, very good artwork though. So that was a really nice little snack for like a charity shop. That really good. Next one was I got this. This is the Slits, a bootleg Slits album, live album thing. And this was on Y Records, which was the label that the pop group were on. And this was like a Slits live bootleg. It's pretty much standard Slits, really. I mean, they didn't have I wouldn't say I'm mad on it at all, but it's definitely, because I'm a very big pop group fan, you see, so it was a nice little Y Records knick-knack to have, and it wasn't expensive either, so, but I've given that a spin a few times. It's quite cool. Another one, this was an eBay job, this one. I got this is Hula. Now, if you like Cabaret Voltaire, listen up, people who like Cabaret Voltaire. You need to get some Hula albums, because Hula were friends of Cabaret Voltaire's from Sheffield, and they released albums very slightly later than Cabaret Voltaire did. This is one of their later ones. It's 1986, I want to say. I'll have to check. No, it escapes me, that one. I'll whip it out and have a look. It's really, really weird. It's like, it's very like Cabaret Voltaire style. It's in Sheffield Industrial, original Sheffield Industrial sound, 1984, and it's like Cabaret Voltaire, but with a really, really proper groove to it. You know what I mean? It probably gets you toe tapping. If that makes any sense. It's got all the tape loops and all the tape cut-ups, and it's got a very, very sort of harsh, original classic industrial sound that I like. but it does properly get you nodding along. It's got some really really catchy loops and drum patterns and things like. It is really catchy. It's sort of an early dub or something maybe. Like it's very good, very good though. And they're very unknown as well, very underrated band, Hula. There is an industrial documentary that's going to be coming out fairly soon, and I think Hula do actually get a mention in it and are interviewed in it as well, which would be nice to see. Because they don't even have, there's not even a Wikipedia page for Hula, as far as I'm aware. That's this murmur. I think this is probably regarded as their best record, I seem to remember. The consensus was, yeah. So that's a really good one. If you're interested in your old industrial stuff and Cabaret Voltaire, Robin Gressley type things, Hula is definitely one you need to get. More industrially bits now. This was a nice one. This is the first Test Department album. The Test Department were sort of like probably say, they get sort of called an industrial band all the time. I'm not really sure they are. I would, in my head, they were sort of found instrument band. They're very sort of Neubauten. They're kind of like Neubaten's British equivalents or something, I suppose. But it's all like found instruments and drumming. It's very heavily percussion based stuff. But it does have the little vocally samples and things like that in it. And this was quite a nice release. I hope you can see this. This is actually a box set. They released the first album. There was a standard version of it, but the first release of it was this one. This is the first edition, and it came in like a box set on 245s, 212-inch 45s, rather than just a single LP. So it sounds excellent if you play on your decks loud, and there's something sort of quite tribally about it. It's very good, and then they're regarded as one of the very best sort of early first or second generation industrial groups from the UK at least. So they're very influential, very well known in industrial circles. So if that's not one you've listened to and you like industrial, that's a very good band to get. I mean, to get this for a long time. This version anyway, I've got the single LP version, but I wanted the original double box one, so there it is, very cool. Well, this was the same place I got the Slits record. I got this Scraping Fetus Off the Wheel album as well. Fetus was the project of Jim Thirlwell. He was Australian, and again this is very early industrial. This has a very strong kind of 9 Inch Nails-y vibe, I would say. If you like sort of early heavy 9 Inch Nails, it's got a March of the Pig style stuff, or maybe Pretty Hate Machine. This is very that ilk, you know what I mean? Very busy, all sorts of weird stuff going on. It's very busy, crowded music. Very fast as well, very fast, very aggressive. You're gonna have to definitely be into industrial music to enjoy that. You know what I mean? That's not really a casual listen for anybody. That's pretty full on. Very strange artwork as well. I think he had like lots of different names of the Fetus. There was lots of variations on the name. I can't think of any of the other ones at the moment, but yeah, there was sort of Fetus this and Fetus that, and this was Scraping Fetus Off the Wheel. I think that he did 2 LPs under this name. There's one called Hole, which is this one, and one called Nail, I think, as well, which I still need to get. So that's a really good one. I recommend that. And lastly, this was a weird little knick-knack I found in a charity shop. Like me and my friend went to the beach the other day. There was a charity shop, and I went to it, and there was this. It was only 10p. This is Tenants of the Lattice Work by a band called Mainframe. And if I can spin that around and just pull that up to the camera, that's them there with their weird little guitar and stuff. And they're a very early synth pop band. I think this is 1982-83 we're talking, and it's on a really strange label as well, MC Squared Records, which might have been their own record label, because I don't remember hearing that. I've never heard of that label before. But this actually turned out to be quite rare. not like mega rare, you know what I mean? It sort of goes for sort of 15, 20 quid, but I thought for 10p, not bad at all. I got it was sort of quite culty. I think one of the guys in it invented some kind of sampler, which I did read about, and I can't remember what it was called now. The D3, I can't remember, but which is quite an interesting little thing, which is used on this as well. You know, it's got like all classic stuff. You know, it's all vintage synthesizers on it. You know, Moog Prodigy, Moog Liberation, Roland Juno, Yamaha SK20. All percussion played on an Apple II microcomputer as well, which is really quite weird. I wouldn't say I'm not mad on it at all, if I'm honest with you, but it's quite a weird little knick-knack for 10p, I thought. So that's that one, yeah. Mainframe. If you look that up on YouTube, I'm sure there's a couple of their tracks. And also, there's a little... there's a little fan page someone made for them, with information about them and the sampler I was talking about, and you can download all their albums for free. This album for free on it, because it was never reissued on CD. So, and there was a very small run of them on LP as well. So, if you want to listen to it, you have to download it from that fan page. I can't remember the address of it. I'll find out and post a link if anyone's interested. If you're interested in some old synth pop stuff, definitely worth a go. I've got a very soft spot for sort of very old, very early British synth pop. So it's got a slight OMD kind of vibe to it, I would say, maybe, if I could compare it to anything. So lovely, that's that. Thanks for watching. So I'll try and post a few more videos a bit more regularly. That's just a kind of a cluster of stuff I've had recently, all and stuff I've been playing and buying. So I'll try and do some more sort of focused videos at some point soon. So I've been quite busy lately, so hopefully that'll keep everyone watching. And thanks to everyone who's subscribed and watched stuff this month as well. Seems to be going up quite well at the moment. So lovely. Thanks very much. Let me know what you think. Bye.